display 3 strings. Name is James as name double star is double star James. So here we have to use the concept of separator in print function. So how to do this? So for that we will take s1 is equal to name, we will take string name, then s2 is equal to is, then s3 is equal to James. So these are my 3 strings. So if I do like print s1, s2, s3, so here if I do like this, so I will get default separator as space. So I am saving it, and if I run this code, so it is giving me name is James, but what we want name double star is double star James. So what we have to do, we have to override that separator argument in print function. So how to do that? So we will give print s1, s2, s3, and separator, instead of space, what we want double star. So we will give here double star. So now if I print this on the console, so earlier it was giving name is James, so now what it is giving, name double star is double star James. So in this way you can solve this problem. So now second question is, accept two numbers, input from user and do mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modular division, float division. So now we will see. So now num1 we will take. So num1, so we will accept those numbers as a float. So input, enter. So this is message to user, enter first number, next is num2 float. So you can take integer also. Input, enter second number. So now first operation we want to do addition. So we will do right here print addition, and we have to use plus operator for this, num1. So num1 plus num2. Then next print subtraction we want to do. Num1 minus num2. Multiplication we want to do. So for multiplication we have to use asterisk sign. Num1 into num2. Next is print division. So for division we are going to use backslash num2. Then print modulo division. For modular division we have to use percent sign. Then for floor division we have to use two backslashes. num1, floor division num2. So now we will see. So we will run this. So first I have saved. It is giving error. So now here asking first number as 5 I am giving, second number as 2 I am giving. So addition is 7, subtraction is 3, multiplication is 10. So division is 2.5, modulo division means remainder is 1 and floor division is 2. So in this way you have to solve this problem. So you can take here integer also. So that means you are receiving numbers as integer. The next question is convert decimal number into octal number using format specifier in print function. So we will see. So decimal means the number with decimal point. So we will take here number is equal to 123.18 like that. Okay. So now next what we are doing. So now using format specifier. So for octal number there is format specifier %o. So you have to use that %o you have to use. Then you have to take here %sign and the variable name which you want to print using the format specifier. So now this is our program. We will run this. So now it is giving me error, type error %o format and integer is required, not float. Means for octal number, so whenever you are using format specifier %o for the number, so then that number should be integer, means float numbers are not allowed. Right? So this point we have to remember, float numbers are not allowed when you are using %o format specifier, so means for octal number. So for now I will take this as an integer. Control S, then I will run it again. So now what it is doing? So it is converting that 123 into octal number. Right? So you can check on Google how to convert integer or number into octal number. So in this way, this was our third question. Fourth question is display float number with 2 decimal places using print function. So now first we will take one float number. Number is equal to, so I will take here 123.45678. So now what is our question? So display float number with 2 decimal places, means it should round this decimal places and it will show only the 2 numbers. So that is our output we require, means I should get 1 2 3 point some only 2 numbers. I think it will give you 46. So it will round this to 46. So now how to do that? So we have to use format specifier for float. So the format specifier for float is %f. So you have to use. Then how many decimal places you want? 2 decimal places. Then f you have to take. Then here you have to take %sign, then number. Right? So now, so I am saving this, and if I run this, so now it is giving me 123.46. So what was our input number? So 123.45678. So now it is rounded to 2 decimal places. So that's why we got here 123.46. So in this way you have to solve your fourth question. So now fifth question is take 3 different strings from input and assign to 3 different variables and display on the console. So the simple approach to solve this question is that you can take 3 different variables and you are taking input value, means you are using input function for each variable and you are receiving the value from user. So that is also one way. So but here I am going to show you different way. So now here you have to take str1. So these are the 3 different variables and str3 you are taking. So now next what I am doing, so I am taking input from the user. So enter 3 different names. We will take names. So now here what it will do, so this is the user, this is message to user that enter 3 different names. So now next, so user will enter some names. So when user is entering 3 different names with space separated, so you have to give here split. So now with this what happened, so whatever user will enter 3 different names, so those will get splitted based on the space, right? So now next what you are going to do, so print, so what is next, so different variables and display on the console. So we will take here name 1 str1, so then print name 2, this is str2, our name 2, print name 3 str3. So I have saved this program and I will run it. So now for example I will give here Ram, John and Mary. So I have given 3 names with space separated. So that's why what is happening here. So this split function is splitting these strings based on the space. As we haven't given any argument here, means the default argument is space. But if so I want different separator, so I will take here for example comma separated. So if user is entering the string with comma separated, so then you have to give here split based on the comma, right? So now I will save this, and if I run it again, so now I will give here Ram, comma, John, comma, Mary. So now based on the comma, now this will be splitted. So now name 1 is Ram, John and Mary. So now in this way also you can take multiple strings from user, right? So this was our 5th question. So now 6th question is take a input string and convert each character into uppercase. Means whatever string you are getting, so you have to convert that string into uppercase. So this is simple program. So what you have to do here, you have to use inbuilt function in Python, that is upper, to convert that into uppercase. So for example I am taking here name, so I am giving here input, I am giving here enter your name, right? So now this is my name. So now what I am doing here, print name is name, so it will show me. So now we will save this and run it. So now for example I am entering here Ram. So in which case I have entered, so in the same case it will show me name is Ram. So now if I run this again, so if I give here Ram, so it is giving me whatever case I have entered, so in the same case it is returning. But what I want, so whatever user is entering in the any case, so what I want to do, I want to convert that into upper. So for that you have to use upper function in Python. So now what will happen, so whatever user is entering, whether it is small case, upper case, whatever the case it is entering, so that will get converted into uppercase and it will printed on the console. Now we will run this. So now here I am entering Ram, so now it is giving me capital. So again we will run it. I will give here Ram. So it is already in the uppercase. Now I will run it again. So I am giving here Ram. You know, this whatever case you are entering, so that is getting converted into uppercase and printed on the console. No? So in this way you can solve this question 6. So 7th question is take input string and calculate its length without len function. So we know there is len function which is inbuilt in Python, which is used to get length of any object in Python. So now for this no, what we want to do, we want to apply this on the, so we can apply this on the string. So and we are getting directly length of the string. But what is the question? So we have to take input string and without using len function we want to calculate length of the string. So for this question you have to use the concept of loop. So how to do this? So first you have to take one string. So I am taking here city is equal to input. I am doing so input. I am giving here enter your city name, right? So now this is my input. So this is the prompt message to user. Now next what we want to do, so we want to calculate length of this city. So for that now we will take one variable outside of the for loop, that is len is equal to 0. We are taking now inside for loop what we have to do. So for I in city, so as strings are iterable, we can iterate over the strings, means we can access each character one by one. So now what will happen here, for I in city means one by one each character will be accessed by this for loop, means I will be like first whatever your city name is there, so first character it will be I, then right, like that it will iterate. So now with this iteration what we are doing, so whatever this L is there, so L is equal to 0 we have taken. So with this we are going to update this L value. So for this we are going to use shorthand notation for addition. So what we will do, plus 1, means this is same as L is equal to L plus 1, but we are using shorthand notation. So now this is our shorthand notation. So now so with this what will happen, so one by one as this I is iterating, means this loop is iterating over the city, so this L will get incremented, and with that we will get length of the string, that is city. So I will give here length of, so here we will take f string, so you can use anything, so as per your logic you can use. So now I will take here length of length of city is L, right? So we have used f string for the for displaying output on the console. I will save this, and if I run this, so now here I am entering Bengaluru. So it is giving me length of the Bengaluru is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? So again we will run this program. I am giving here Pune. So it is giving 4. Right. Next I am giving again running. So I am giving here Delhi. So it is giving 5. So in this way you can get the length without using len function in Python. So we have to use concept of for loop here. So in this way you can solve 7th question. So now next question is take input string and extract only even position characters. So here also we have to use concept of loop, and as we know that string we can do indexing, means based on the index we can extract the characters. So now that concept indexing we have to use, then loops we have to use, loop concept we have to use, So then next range also we can use. So you can have your own different logic also, but I am using one logic, so that will include loops, range function and indexing. So now how to solve this? For example, I am taking here name is my string and I am doing here input, enter the string, enter name, will enter your name. Next, what is our task? We want to extract only even position characters. For that, what we will use? So in loop we will use range function. So for I in range, so in range we have to give here, so our extraction will start from 0 because this is the first even position. So then whatever the length of the string is there, so len of name, so that you are using. And what you want only even position number, even position characters. So for that we have to give step as 2, right? So now what will happen? So I will range from like 0 means what is the length of the name will be there, so that length, so 0 to, for example, 10 is the length, so it will range from, it will go from 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 means it will cover all our characters, as indexing starts from 0 in Python. So it will give you all the characters. But what we want, so instead of getting all the characters, what we want only even position characters. So for that we have given step as 2. So what it will do, from 0th position, now next it will step to 2, means it is stepping only to the even position, means for example from 0 it will go to 2, then from 2 to 4, then 4 to 6. In this way it will extract only even characters. So now next what we have to do, so print, so name. So as we know that using indexing we can access the characters in the string. So what we will give here, I. So here we are giving only even index. So what it will do, it will extract only even position characters. So it will give me only even position characters, and here I am giving end as space. So instead of new line I am taking here space. So now I am saving this, and if I run this program, so I will give here enter name, like I am giving here Vaibhavi. So now it is giving me even position, right? So V is even, is 0th, then I is at second, 0 1 2, so that is I is at second position. Then it should give H, so means 2 3 4, 4 is H, then 5 6, it is giving me V, right? So in this way you are getting only even position characters. So which concept you have to use? So you have to use here range you have to use, then you have to use indexing concept, right? So in this way you can solve this 8th question. So next question is take circle radius input from user and calculate area of a circle. So now here what you have to do, first you have to take radius from user, and you have to calculate the area. So for calculating area of circle you should know formula. So the formula is pi r square. So how to solve this problem? So we will first we will take radius is equal to, so radius we are taking as a float input. So input enter radius of a circle. No. So now next is the formula is pi r square. So pi variable we have to take, pi is 3.14. So next is area is equal to pi pi into r square. So pi into R means radius. So radius variable we have taken. So you can take here pi into radius also you can take, or you can use power operator. So that is a pi r square. Right? So now in this way it will calculate the area of the circle. Now we can print this on the console using f string you can use. And I will give here area of circle with radius radius we have, right, is area. Oh, sorry. Here we are using f string area. So in this way you can use f string. So I will save this program and run it. So now I will give here radius as 4. So now it is giving 50.24. So we will calculate this. Calculator. Using calculator. So pi r square means 3.14 into 3.14 into radius is r. So yes, it is right. So 50.24. I will run this program again. So I give a radius is 18. So it is 1017.36. So in this way you can calculate the area of circle. So here you should know the formula how to calculate the area. Right? So and here you are taking radius from user and pi is one variable, that is the 3.14. Right? So in this way you can solve this problem. Our 10th question is reverse string by its words. So what is the meaning of this question? First we will understand. So for example, my string is my city is Bengaluru. So this is my input string. So what should be the output? So Bengaluru is city my. Means based on the words you are reversing this string. So that's the output we want. So now step by step we will solve this problem. So first we will take one input string from user. For that you have to use input function. Enter a string. So now we are receiving that string in one variable, that is the string. So now next step is we have to split that string based on the space. So how to do that? So for that we have to use split method. So string dot split. So based on the space it will split. So I will, and it will return you one list. So that we will see first. So for example, I am giving here my city is Pune. So after splitting this string, so it is giving you one list. So split method is returning you one list. So next step is what we have to do. So next we have to reverse this list only. So now how to do reverse? So str dot reverse. So it is reversing the original list. So what we will do? So now print again that list. So now I will run it again. So my city is Pune. I am taking. So Pune is city my. So what we have done? So whatever the string is there. So first we have splitted it based on the space. Then we got one list and we have reversed that list. So now next what we have to do? So now we have to join this list based on the space. So how to do that? For that we have to use join method for that. So how to do this? So I will take here final output is equal to, I am taking here, so based on the space, so separator will be space, so join and spstr, means whatever the list you have, so whatever the list elements you have, so those are join and there will be spaces added in between the elements. So that is the join function you have to use. So now this is your final output string, so that is a reversed final op we will. So I will give here my city is Bengaluru. So now we got the reverse string, so that is Bengaluru is city my. So this was the expected output. So you have to solve this program step by step. So first you have to split the string based on the space. So then you have to reverse, so you will get here one list, so you have to reverse that list, and whatever the list elements are there, so you have to join with space. So that you have to, for that you have to use join function or method, and then you have final output, that is your whatever the string is entered, so that is reversed based on the word, right? So in this way you have to solve this problem. Our 11th question is take input string from user and check that is entered string is palindrome or not. So palindrome means if you read that string forward or backward, so it will be the same. For example, examples are radar, radar. So if you reverse this, so still you will get radar. So level is also there, level, so it is same level, right? So in this way this is called palindrome string. So we have to check that the entered string is palindrome or not. So how to solve this problem? So first we have to take one string from user. I will take here input, enter a string, right? So now once this string is entered, so what you have to do, you have to reverse this string. So we don't have any built-in function for reversing the string. So what we can use, we can use slicing. So how to use slicing? String, so you are using colon and -1. So now what it will give you, it will give you reverse of that string. So for now I will print here reverse. So instead of that, what we will do, so now next what we have to do, so we want to check that is that string is palindrome or not, means whatever the string you got and reverse string you got here, so you have to check that whether the both strings are same or not. So then if those are same, then this is palindrome, right? So now how to do that? So here we can use if condition. So if you don't have knowledge of like if control statement, so directly you can use like, so print string is equal to means equality you are checking ref string. So if it is returning true, means your string is palindrome. So I will show you how to use control statement also. So using if else, so that is more readable code, so that we will see. So now here I am entering level, so it is true, means this is palindrome. So now next we'll again run this code like so I will give you a code. So this is false, means this is not the palindrome string, right? So here we are checking the equality, means both the strings are same or not. So now the same thing we can implement using control statement. So how to do that? So you have to use if else for that. So if string, so here equality is getting checked, means both the strings are same or not. So ref string. So I am checking. So if this condition is true, I will print here both, sorry, string is palindrome. String is palindrome. Right? Else, so else is print string is not palindrome. String is not palindrome. Right? So now in this way we can do. So now if I run this and if I enter here radar, so string is palindrome. Again I will run this. So if I enter here Pune, it is giving string is not palindrome, right? So in this way you can solve this problem. So next question is take one input string and find ASCII value of each character and print on the console with that character. So here so ASCII value means ASCII codes are like American, so its full form is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So if you search in Google, you will get whole chart of ASCII code. So now whatever value, so whatever key you are entering from your keyboard, it is having ASCII value. So what is our question? So take one input string and find ASCII value of each character and print on the console with that character. So how to do this? So first we need to take one input string. So I will take here string input, enter a string. So now once this string is entered, so what is next? So we have to find ASCII value. So for finding ASCII value in Python, so for that we have one function that is ORD. So using that we can find ASCII value. So and what is our next task? So for each character and print on the console with that character. Means what we have to do, whatever the character from string is there, so with that character we want to print its ASCII value. So here we are going to use concept of loop also. So we are going to iterate over the string and we will see what happens. So how to do that? So for s in string, right, so it will iterate over the string. So next what I want to do, so with this variable s will be containing in each iteration whatever the character in the string. So I will give here, for example, I want to print that character, like I will give here char is, and what is that char? S. Then ASCII value is, so then you have to take here ORD function you have to use, and whatever your character is there you have to pass here. So S you have to pass, right? So what will happen? So this for loop will iterate over this string. So one by one it will access each character, and here in for loop what we are doing, printing each character here, and with the simultaneously we are taking its ASCII value also, right? So using the ORD function. So we will run this. Just need to close. So now I will give here Pune. So now it is giving me character is P, ASCII value is 112, U you are taking, so it is 117, so N is there. So in this way it is giving you ASCII value. So remember, ASCII values for uppercase characters and lowercase characters are different. So if I give here capital Pune, so you will get different ASCII values. So now here you are getting 80, 85, 78, right? So ASCII values for capital and lowercase characters are different. So now we will use one special character, like I will give big, small, I will Delhi. So now it is giving me ASCII value of this ampersand and at the rate and ampersand, right? So in this way you are getting ASCII value for each character in that string, right? So in this way, using ORD function, you have to solve this problem. Question is, ask user to enter number from 0 to 255 and print on console its corresponding character. So in previous question we have seen how to get ASCII value of character, and here what we have to do, from ASCII value we have to generate the character. So now how to solve this? So for this, to get ASCII, get character from the ASCII value, you have to use chr function in Python. So how to do that? So I will take here chr is equal to input. So we have to take integer. It should be integer. So we'll take here integer. Enter a number between 0 to 255, right? So now, right, so now we are converting into integer, so it is number. So I will take here number, and what is next task? So this number, so whatever the corresponding character is there, so we have to print that on the console. So for that you have to use chr function in Python, or whatever value you are getting here, so whatever user has entered, so that value you are passing, and you have to check the output. So now I will run this. So I will, for example, 65 I will give, so it is capital A. So if I give like 0, so 0 is space, I think. So now next I am printing, so next I am running again. So here I will give 89, so this is capital Y. So I will run again, I will give 122, so that is small z. Then if I give 255, so what is there? So 255 is some fancy Y is there. So in this way you are getting character from ASCII value, right? So in this way you have to solve this problem. So next question is 14th question, get word count from paragraph. So how to solve this? So for this we have to use count method on string. So how to solve this? First we have to take one paragraph. So I will take here one para is equal to I will take here multi-line string. I will give here like welcome to my city, Bangalore. Next is, this city is very beautiful. So instead of this I will take here Bangalore. Bangalore is very beautiful. Now visit Bangalore in winter, right? So for example, this is my paragraph. So now what we will do, we will print this paragraph on the console. Print para. So this is our multi-line string. So now if I run this, so it is giving our paragraph. So now what is our task? So what we have to do, so whatever the characters words are there, so we have to find the word count. For example, for Bangalore we want to find, right? So for example, city count we want to find. So for that we have to use count method on the string. But the issue is here Bangalore for B, here B is capital, and here Bangalore B is small case. So what we have to do, first we have to convert this string into one even case, means either lower case or upper case. So for that we are going to use Python's inbuilt function, lower or upper you can use. So now first we will convert that into like print lower, we will convert into lower. So for that we will take in para lower is equal to para dot lower. So this function you have to use. So then I will print this para on the console, para lower. So we will find that it has converted uh, all the uppercase characters into lowercase characters. So first you have to convert your paragraph into lowercase. So next what we are going to do, find the count. So now next, for example, I want to find the count of Bangalore. So I will give here print para lower underscore lower dot count. You have to give here, for example, you want Bangalore here, right? So in this way you can get the count. So how many times it has occurred? 1 2 3 times. So it is giving us output as 3, right? So I will run this program again. So it is giving us 3. For example, I want to find for city count I want to find. So city has occurred 1 2 times. So now it is giving 2, right? So in this way you can find count of any word in string. So in this way you have to solve this 14th problem. So now 15th question is, take input string from user. So while entering string, if user gives spaces at starting or ending of the string, so you have to remove those spaces and print string on the console. So how to do that? So for that, first we will take one input string from user. I will give here enter a string. So what we need, so if user is entering, means while entering the string, if user has given some spaces, for example, so user has given spaces like these many spaces and given, and you are writing this. So what is your task? So you have to remove these spaces. So this is our task, right? So now how to do this? So for that we have in Python one function, we have to use that. So that is strip function, you have to use that. So what I will do here, print string. So without using strip function, so what output you are getting, first we will check that. So for example, I have given so many spaces and I have given here Pune. So it is whatever spaces you have given, so it is with those spaces it is printing on the console. But what we need, so if user is entering some spaces, so it is developer's responsibility that whatever spaces, extra spaces entered by user, so that should get removed and it should print Pune, right, without spaces at the start. So how to do that? So for that we have to use strip method in Python, right? So now if I run the same program again, so now if I have given some spaces here and if I give here Pune, so now it is removing those extra spaces. So for that you have strip function. So you have lstrip also, rstrip also. So lstrip is removing left spaces, so rstrip is removing right spaces, and strip is removing spaces from both left and right. So in this way you have to solve this 15th question. So 16th question is reverse the entered 4-digit number. Example input is 1804. Output should be 4081. So now this is very simple problem. So now for example you are taking one number from user. So number you are taking. So number int you are taking. For example you are taking integer. Input, enter a number. Enter a number. Right. So now what we are doing here, print original number so number we have given. So now next what we want to do, we want to reverse this. So we don't have any function in Python to reverse the uh, integer. So what we can do, we can convert this number into string and we can reverse that string, and again that string we will convert into integer. So here you have to use typecasting function. So what is use of typecasting function? So you can convert one data type into another. So those we have to use here. So for example now I will run this program first. So now for example I have entered, so what is given, 1804. For example I am giving here 1804. So this is your original number. So now what we have to do, so now we will convert this into string. So I will take here one variable str num is equal to str number, right? So now I got this number. So on this string, so now we can check here data type. For example I want to check data type of this. So for that we have to use type function. So I will give here type of str num. So what should we get? So we should get here str. So for example 1804 I am giving, so it is class str. So it has converted that number into string. So now once we got that in the string format, so using slicing we can reverse that string. So reverse number is equal to str num, we can use slicing -1, right? So now we got the reverse of that number. So 1804 I am giving. So now I am getting here 4081. But what we have to do, but if we check its data type, so its data type is, so it is string. One 1804 I am giving, so it is string. So what I want number. So how to convert that? So I will take here int num is equal to int data type, int function you have to use, and whatever your reverse number is there, so you have to pass here. So it will convert that string into number, and I can check its type int num, int num. So 1804, so it is giving 40, so it is giving 4081. So earlier its class means its type was string, but we have converted into number, right, using int function. So in this way you can reverse the input number in this way, right? So in this way you have to solve this 16th question. The 17th question is take two string and add alphabets alternatively and form single string. Example st1 bat, and string 1 is bat and string 2 is get. So then output should be, so b g a I t t, right? So in this way we want the output. So for that first we need to take two string. So I will take here st1 as bat, st2 equal to, I am giving get. So next what we have to do, we have to iterate over the range of length of this string. So for I in range len of st1, so string length is same, so we can take anything, any string. So I have taken st1. So next what you want to do, so next so you have to concat these two. So how to do that, so I will take like here print st1 of I plus st2 of I, means index wise each character will be accessed and those will get concatenated. And here separator I will give empty, empty string, and end also I am giving as empty. So now we will check what output you are getting. So now we are getting the what we have expected. So bgaItt. So what we have done, so we have iterated over the using the range function. So we have used len of st1, so length it will return you, so this length of this string is 3. So you will get range will iterate over the 3, means you will get here 0 1 2, right? So 0 1 2 I value will be 0 1 2, means I will be 0 1 and 2, right? So now next in print what is happening, str of I and so string 1I and st2I. So indexing, using indexing we can access each element, we know that. So now st of 0 means this b plus operator is used. So when plus operator is having two arguments as string, so it is doing concatenation. So what it is doing, b, so first here it is coming b. So next is st2 of I, st2 of 0 means g, so it is doing concatenation of b and g. So bg you are getting, and here I have given separator as empty space, empty string. So end is also empty string. So because of that you are getting output in one line only, right? So in this way you can solve this 17th question. So the next question is count number of vowels in the string. So vowels are a, e, I, o, u. So this we have to check. So for that first we need to take one input string. So input, enter a string. Now next what we are doing, so we have to check vowels. So for that we have one list. So we take one list, we list. So what are the vowels we have? A, E, I, O U. Right. So this is our vowel list. So now what we will do now, we will iterate over this string for S in string. So if S means each character from the string, S in V list. See, if this is in V list, so what we are doing, we are creating here one set. I will get here count set. So otherwise I will take here V set. So I will get here all the vowels. So as set is in set, we can have only unique elements. So if any vowel is getting repeated in the string, so we won't get its count repeated. So we will get unique count. So I will do like v set dot add s, right? So now we are getting the set of vowels, so which are in the vowels in string R. So that is the V set. Right? So now we will run this. So I will give here Bengaluru. Right? So now it is giving UAE. So here U is getting repeated. Still it is giving you only one count. So for U. So right. So you can do here like lower. So now next what you have to do, so you want to count. So you want to find count means you have to just get check the length of that set. So count of vowels in string is len of v set, right? I am giving here Bengaluru. So now UAE are the three vowels and count is 3. So in this way you can solve this problem number 80. So next question is remove any special symbol. Numbers from list, keep only alphabets. So what we have to do, in Python we have one function is alpha. Using that we can check in string is the character is alphabet, right? So then and then we can accept that character. So now how to solve this problem? So for that first we will take one string from user. So you have to take input. So you have to give here enter a string. So now user will enter one string. So then you have to iterate over this string, and if it is alphabet, so then you have to accept it. So how to solve this? So for that, for s in string, so if s dot is alpha okay. So if s dot is alpha, so then what you have to do, so for example we are taking one list here. So I am taking here char list, empty list I am taking, and so if it is alphabet, so then I am doing s dot append sorry, here char list dot append, I should take char list dot append. So we have to append s, right? So now here after this finally I will get one character list. So we will run this. So now if I run this program, so for example I am giving Bengaluru, so I have given 8 9. So now it is giving only characters in that list, right? So now what is next? So we got character list. So now next we have to join this and we will get one new string. So new str is equal to, so char list dot, no, we have to use here without space, join char list, final print, this is your final string without any special character. So I am giving here Bengaluru. I have given here space, some numbers, some special characters. So it is giving me only Bengaluru, right? So in this way you can get only alphabets in string. So for that you have to use isAlpha in Python. IsAlpha method you have to use in Python, right? So in this way you can solve this 19th problem. So next question is take two input strings from user and check are those strings same or not. So this is very simple problem. So what you have to do, you have to take two input strings and you have, using equality operator, you have to check those strings are same or not. So I will take here st1 is equal to input, enter a string, st2 input, enter, I will give here enter second string, here I will give here first string. So now so if we do like print st1 equality, we are checking st2. So if strings are same, so we will get here true. So if strings are not equal, so we will get here false. So and you can use here control statements like if and else also. So using that also we can solve this. So first we will solve in simple way. For example, I am giving here Pune, Pune. So these are same. So string. So we are getting true. Now if I run it again, I am giving here Pune, Delhi. So it is giving false because these two strings are not same. So now this we are going to use in control statement. If st1 equality we are checking, so print both strings are same. So else if strings are not same, so we will give message like strings are not same. So I am giving here Pune, Pune. So strings are same. I will give here Pune, then Delhi. So strings are not same. So in this way you can solve this 20th question. Right? So now this is last question. So 21, write a program to get size of string. So size of string means how much memory it is acquiring in computer, so that you have to count. So for that we have to use get size of function in sys module. So for that we have to first import sys module. So how to solve this? So I will take here import sys. So then next I am taking one string. So input, enter a string. So now next I want to check the size. Print size of string in bytes is sys dot. So we have to use get size of function in sys module. So we have to first import that and from that we are using get size of. So get size of string. So it will give you size of this string in bytes. So now for example I am giving here Pune, so it is giving 53. So now I am running it again. I will give here Bengaluru, so it is 58 bytes. So now if I run it again, so I am giving Delhi 54, right? So in this way it is giving you size of string in bytes. So in this way you can find the size of string. So in this way you can solve this 21 problem.